poor nurse pretended to be the sick billionaire's daughter, unaware she was the heiress. When Eliza Monroe, a nurse with a soft heart and a troubled past, was asked to pose as the estranged daughter of dying tycoon Victor Hawthorne for a week, it seemed like a harmless favor. His real daughter, missing since childhood, was never found, and his final wish was to die in peace, believing she had returned. For a generous sum that could erase her crushing debts and her mother's mounting medical bills, Eliza agreed. The Hawthorne estate was a gilded prison cold, echoing, watched constantly. Victor lay in his vast oak-paneled room, a skeletal figure gripping life with ghostly hands. When Eliza entered, pretending to be Annalise, something unexpected happened. His eyes welled with tears. He smiled. "Annalise," he whispered, "you have your mother's eyes." Eliza knew nothing of Annalise's mother, but over the days, the lines between performance and reality blurred. Victor told stories of lullabies in moonlit gardens, of a scar from a fall in Tuscany. Eliza knew these stories. She remembered that scar. She had it. Each night, she dug through the mansion's library. Desperate for answers, she found an old photo of Victor, a woman who looked like Eliza, and a toddler. The child wore a silver locket. Eliza owned that same locket. She had found it in the belongings left at the orphanage where she was raised. Her hands shook. Could it be? Then came the lawyer. "The will has been updated." He said everything to Annalise. Eliza ran. She didn't want the money. She wanted truth. In the rose garden, she confronted the housekeeper, Marla, who had raised her. "Tell me everything." Tears welled in Marla's eyes. "You were taken," she whispered. "I was his mistress. I loved you like my own. But your mother, the real Annalise, died in the fire. I couldn't tell him. You needed a home. I gave you one. Forgive me." Heart pounding, Eliza returned to Victor. She opened the locket. Inside, a tiny photo of the woman from the picture, and her own baby curls. He smiled again. "You found me." "I did," she said, "but I'm not who you think I am." He held her hand. "You're exactly who I hoped you'd be." Victor died that night. The will stood. She became Annalise Hawthorne. Not by blood, by choice. Years later, Eliza opened a free hospital in his name for lost girls like her. On the opening day, a stranger handed her a letter. "To the girl who became my daughter, blood is biology. Love is legacy. You were never pretending." She turned the envelope. The handwriting was Victor's. Inside, the birth certificate. Her name, Annalise Eliza Hawthorne. She hadn't been pretending after all. She had come home.